Amelia had always been known for her bravery and adventurous spirit. After her incredible journey to obtain the magic flower, the villagers had come to appreciate her even more. They saw her as their savior, someone who could bring hope and light to their lives. Little did they know that another great adventure awaited Amelia, one that would test her courage and determination once again. One fateful day, a mysterious virus began to spread throughout the village. People fell ill, their bodies weakened by the unknown sickness. The village healer, an elderly woman named Eliza, tried her best to find a cure, but her potions and remedies proved ineffective against the virus. Desperation filled the air as the villagers grew sicker by the day. Amelia, hearing of the village's plight, knew she had to act. She sought out Eliza, determined to find a solution. Eliza explained that the only known cure for the virus was a medicinal magic root hidden deep within the forbidden forest. Legends spoke of its incredible healing properties, but no one had ever ventured into the forest and returned. Undeterred by the tales of danger, Amelia made up her mind. She would journey into the forbidden forest and retrieve the magic root, no matter the cost. The villagers, grateful for her bravery, offered their support and blessings, praying for her safe return. With a map in hand, Amelia set off towards the dense forest. The trees loomed overhead, their branches intertwining like a web, blocking out the sunlight. The air was thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant hoot of an owl. Amelia found herself immersed in the solitude of her journey, the only sounds accompanying her footsteps being the gentle rustling of leaves beneath her feet. The forest seemed to come alive with a symphony of nature's melodies as the distant calls of birds harmonized with the soft whispers of the wind. Amidst this enchanting chorus, a distinct sound caught Amelia's attention, a series of high-pitched barks followed by a chorus of yips and howls. The unmistakable voice of a fox echoed through the trees, its haunting yet captivating tone captivating her senses. The sound seemed to dance through the air, leading her deeper into the heart of the wilderness. With each step, the fox's calls grew louder, as if beckoning Amelia to follow. She couldn't help but feel a sense of connection to these elusive creatures, as if they were guiding her towards something significant. The anticipation built within her, as she wondered what awaited her at the source of these captivating sounds, finally came into view. From a distance, she faced the dangerous foxes in the forbidden forest. A sense of déjà vu washed over her. Memories of her first adventure, where she had saved herself from a venomous snake, flooded her mind. She realized that just as she had found a way to outsmart the snake, she needed to devise a plan to overcome the foxes with their menacing teeth. Drawing upon her past experience, Amelia knew that she had to remain calm and think quickly. She observed the foxes, studying their behavior and searching for any weaknesses. It was then that she noticed a pattern. The leader of the pack seemed to be the most aggressive and dominant. She decided to confront the leader directly, hoping to establish a connection and gain its trust. Slowly and cautiously, she approached the leader, making sure to maintain eye contact and display non-threatening body language. As she got closer, Amelia spoke softly, her voice filled with a mix of confidence and respect. She addressed the leader, acknowledging his strength and power. She explained that she meant no harm and sought only to pass through their territory unharmed. The leader of the pack, intrigued by Amelia's approach, paused and observed her. Its eyes, once filled with hostility, now held a glimmer of curiosity. Amelia seized this opportunity and continued to speak, sharing stories of her previous adventures and the lessons she had learned along the way. As she spoke, Amelia noticed a change in the leader's demeanor. Its aggressive stance softened, and its teeth were no longer bared. It seemed to understand that Amelia was not a threat, but rather a fellow adventurer, someone who had faced danger and emerged victorious. Emboldened by this progress, Amelia took a step closer to the leader, extending her hand in a gesture of trust. To her surprise, the leader reciprocated, gently nuzzling her hand with its snout. It was a moment of connection, a silent understanding between two beings who had both faced danger and found a way to overcome it. With the leader's acceptance, the rest of the pack followed suit, recognizing Amelia's bravery, and sincerity. They allowed her to pass through their territory unharmed, their menacing teeth no longer a threat. Foxes decided to accompany on her journey towards the magical tree with healing powers. Amelia embarked on her journey through the forest, accompanied by the foxes. Along the way, they stumbled upon a mysterious tree, shrouded in an aura of darkness. At first, Amelia believed it to be a healing tree, emanating a soothing energy. However, the foxes, with their keen senses, detected something amiss. They could sense the malevolence lurking within the tree, warning Amelia of its true nature. Despite its deceptive appearance, the fox's intuition urged caution, revealing that this tree was not what it seemed. As they approached the haunted grove, a chilling breeze rustled through the leaves, sending shivers down Amelia's spine. The foxes, sensing the presence of the spirits, huddled closer to her, their fur standing on end. The haunted trees loomed before them, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Amelia could feel an eerie energy emanating from them, as if they were watching her every move. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. With cautious steps, Amelia and the foxes entered the grove. The air grew heavy, and the once vibrant forest seemed to darken around them. Whispers echoed through the trees, their voices filled with sorrow and despair. Suddenly, the haunted trees came alive. Their branches twisted and contorted, forming grotesque faces that leered at Amelia and her companions. The ground beneath them trembled as the trees uprooted themselves, their roots snaking towards the group. Amelia's heart raced as she dodged the grasping roots, her agility matched only by the foxes by her side. They leaped and darted, narrowly avoiding the clutches of the haunted trees. The spirits within the trees howled in frustration, their anger fueling their relentless pursuit. Amidst the chaos, a voice pierced through the cacophony. They managed to escape the treacherous clutches of the tree's deceptive tricks, thanks to the fox's sharp instincts. The tree, with its cunning nature, had set up a trap to capture them. However, the foxes, sensing the danger, guided Amelia away from the tree's alluring illusions and hidden snares. Their quick thinking and agility allowed them to evade the tree's grasp and continue their journey through the forest, unharmed. It was a narrow escape, but the fox's vigilance and Amelia's trust in their guidance proved to be their saving grace. As they journeyed, the group encountered various challenges, but Amelia's resourcefulness and the fox's agility helped them overcome each obstacle. They traversed steep cliffs, crossed rushing rivers, and navigated dense thickets. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, as they relied on one another for support and guidance. One fateful day, as they pressed on towards their destination, they came face to face with a broken bridge that spanned a deep ravine. The foxes, with their nimble bodies, realized they couldn't safely cross the gap. Amelia surveyed the broken bridge, her mind racing with thoughts of how to overcome this challenge. "We can't let this broken bridge stop us," Amelia said, determination shining in her eyes. "We must find a way to cross and retrieve the healing root." The foxes looked at her with concern, their eyes reflecting their worry. "But how will we cross, Amelia? The bridge is too dangerous," one of the foxes voiced. Amelia pondered for a moment, her gaze fixed on the broken bridge. "I have an idea," she said, a glimmer of hope in her voice. "I will make a plane to cross the bridge and retrieve the healing root. You all stay here and keep watch." With the fox's hesitant agreement, Amelia set to work. She gathered sturdy branches and vines, carefully selecting the strongest ones she could find. With the help of the foxes, they fashioned a makeshift plane, tying the branches and vines together with expert precision. As Amelia tested the strength of the makeshift plane, she could feel the fox's worried gazes upon her. "Don't worry, my friends," she reassured them. "I will be careful. This is our only chance to obtain the healing root and bring relief to our village." With a deep breath, Amelia climbed onto the makeshift plane, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and apprehension. The foxes watched anxiously from the other side, their eyes filled with concern and admiration for Amelia's bravery. As she propelled herself forward, the makeshift plane glided through the air, carrying her towards the broken bridge. The wind whipped through her hair, and her heart raced with anticipation. She could feel the eyes of the foxes upon her, their silent support urging her forward. With each passing moment, the broken bridge grew closer. Amelia's focus sharpened, her eyes fixed on the landing spot she had chosen. She knew that precision and timing were crucial for a successful landing. As the makeshift plane touched down on the broken bridge, Amelia's heart skipped a beat. The wood creaked beneath her weight, but she remained steady, her determination unwavering. She carefully maneuvered her way across the broken beams, her eyes scanning for stable footing. Halfway across the ravine, a strong gust of wind threatened to knock Amelia off balance. She tightened her grip on the makeshift handrails, her knuckles turning white with determination. "I can do this," she whispered to herself, her voice carried away by the wind. With each step, Amelia's confidence grew. She focused on her footing, carefully placing each foot on the sturdy beams. The bridge swayed and groaned, but she refused to let fear consume her. She knew that the healing route awaited her on the other side, and she couldn't let the broken bridge deter her. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Amelia reached the other side of the ravine. Exhausted but triumphant, she collapsed onto solid ground, her body trembling with a mixture of relief and adrenaline. She looked back at the broken bridge, a testament to her bravery and determination. Amelia's heart ached for the foxes she had left behind, but she knew that she had made the right decision to continue alone. As Amelia continued her journey, the sounds of birds filled the air, their melodic songs echoing through the forest. One bird caught her attention, its voice distinct and captivating. It seemed to beckon her in a specific direction, as if guiding her towards the healing route she sought. Intrigued by the bird's call, Amelia followed the sound, her steps guided by its enchanting melody. The forest seemed to come alive around her, as if nature itself was conspiring to aid her in her quest. As she ventured deeper into the forest, the bird's song grew louder and more vibrant. Amelia's heart quickened with anticipation, sensing that she was drawing closer to her destination. She trusted in the guidance of the bird, believing that it held the key to finding the healing route. Suddenly, Amelia emerged into a small clearing, bathed in dappled sunlight. In the center stood a majestic tree, its branches reaching towards the sky. The bird perched on one of the branches, its song filling the air with a sense of serenity and hope. Amelia approached the tree, her eyes scanning its surroundings. And there, nestled among the roots, she spotted a cluster of vibrant, glowing flowers. The healing route she had been searching for. A surge of joy and relief washed over her, knowing that her journey had led her to this sacred place. With reverence, Amelia carefully plucked the healing root from the ground, cradling it in her hands. She could feel its energy pulsating through her fingertips, a tangible symbol of hope and healing for her village. Expressing her gratitude to the foxes, birds, and the tree, Amelia whispered a heartfelt thank you. She knew that their guidance had led her to this moment, and she would forever cherish their presence in her memory. With the healing root in her possession, Amelia turned to leave the clearing, her heart filled with a renewed sense of purpose. The bird's song accompanied her as she made her way back through the forest, its melody a constant reminder of the power of nature and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Amelia knew that her journey was far from over. She had obtained the healing root, but now she had to navigate the treacherous path back to her village. With the bird's song echoing in her ears, she pressed on, fueled by the hope and determination that had brought her this far. As the healing root was administered, a sense of calm and relief washed over the village. The once pained expressions on the faces of the villagers began to soften, replaced by a glimmer of hope and a newfound strength.